Error.
I need Indeed.
Indeed you do. Put our matching platform to work so you can spend less time searching and more time connecting with talented candidates. Visit Indeed.com/credit and get $75 towards your first sponsored job. Terms and conditions apply.
Joe Montana here. In my football days, I knew the importance of a strong defense. Now I'm sharing how you can help defend your health against pneumococcal pneumonia and invasive pneumococcal disease. Are you 50 or older like me? The CDC now recommends vaccination against pneumococcal disease. Even if you're healthy, your age puts you at increased risk and over 6 times greater risk of hospitalization with pneumococcal pneumonia than adults under 50. Schedule your appointment today at vaxassist.com.
Sponsored by Pfizer.
SRM Concrete. With every new day, every sunrise, we build structures that stand the test of time. And upon their foundations are our homes, where we work, where our kids go to school. And with that comes tremendous pride. We don't just make concrete. We build relationships, trust, confidence. We're SRM Concrete. Build with us.
Our people, that's the difference. Maples Realty and Auction.
I'm Betsy Maples Taylor with Maples Realty and Auction Company in Murfreesboro.
Maples Realty and Auction offers a variety of auction services, including home, estate, land, farm, bank-owned property, equipment, and personal property auctions. Get in touch for a free no-obligation analysis to determine if the auction method is best for you. More information at maplesrealtyandauction.com or call 896-4740.
Maples Realty and Auction.
From the Fox Sports Studios in Los Angeles, here's Monsi Bolaños.
It was an Anthony Edwards kind of night in Phoenix.
And Randall picks the pocket of Royce O'Neal. Feeds it across the lane. Here's it! He elevates and eviscerates! That was spectacular.
You just heard it all on the Timberwolves radio network. They beat the Suns 121-113. Edwards ended with 33 points and 7 rebounds. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander dropped 52 points, but the Thunder lost to the Warriors 116-109. Steph Curry had 21 points and officially passed Ray Allen for 27th on the all-time scoring list. The Clippers beat the Spurs 128-116. Ivica Zubac led the way with 21 points and 22 rebounds. In men's college hoops, number 1 Auburn has now won 12 in a row after defeating LSU 87-74, and number 6 Houston has extended their winning streak to 13 after beating West Virginia 63-49.
This is a paid legal ad.
Hi, this is John Day of the Law Offices of John Day. For more than 30 years, my team and I have worked hard to help injured people throughout Middle Tennessee. Over that time, we've helped thousands of people get the legal help they need when they've needed it the most. And if we're not able to help or aren't the right lawyer for you, we'll do the best to point you in the right direction. If you've been injured, call the Law Offices of John Day for a free consultation. And remember, there's no fee unless we win your case.
There are places where people talk, and then there are places that people talk about. News Radio WGNS is both on air, online, and on the phone. This is News Radio WGNS, Prime Time Sports.
Sponsored by the Law Offices of John Day. Our expanded office location is on Medical Center Parkway, just across the street from the hospital. If you've been injured, call us for a free consultation at 867-9900.
Well, coming up on WGNS tonight, it's the Lady Raiders on the road at Sam Houston. No, the ladies are home. The men are the ones on the road, so the Lady Raiders are at home tonight. Joe Fisher will bring you the game beginning at 6 o'clock airtime. 6:30 will be the tip, so you'll want to tune in tonight here on WGNS to hear the Lady Raiders. And better yet, take your phone with you and listen on the stream. Yep, you get ringside seats. So that is tonight here on News Radio WGNS. So be sure to tune in this evening. And yeah, the women are on the road. I just read that backwards because we're in another week. I was looking at the wrong week. They are on the road tonight. So we'll have the Lady Raiders. That's a 6:30 airtime there at New Mexico State. Okay. The men are indeed at home. versus New Mexico State. That'll be shared on the network, but get out to the Murphy Center and watch a great basketball team there with the Middle men. And the women, you can take your phone and listen and keep up with the women's game with Joe Fisher. He'll be on WGNS at 6:30 tonight with a 7 o'clock tip. Then Saturday, we've got Lady Raider basketball there at Texas El Paso. So they go from New Mexico State to UTEP on Saturday afternoon. 1:30 will be the airtime here on WGNS, and it'll be a 2 o'clock tip. The men are playing at the same time, so once again, you'll have to go to the Murphy Center, watch the men play at home, and you can listen in on your radio. All right, that's what's coming up with Middle Tennessee sports. Tomorrow night, we're at Siegel, as Siegel and Riverdale tangle in district action. District 8 foes coming together tomorrow night. It begins the second go-around of the district slate. Riverdale girls and boys beat Siegel in the first one. That was at their place over at Riverdale. So Siegel, Riverdale tomorrow night. Very important girls and boys contest. So you'll want to tune in. We'll talk with the boys' coaches on Saturday morning on the Prentice Allsup Heating and Air Coaches Corner as well, by the way. Tune in Saturday morning beginning at 9 o'clock. MTCS Cougar Corner will hit the airwaves shortly after. That'll be at 10:15. That is the latest in local sports. Stay with us. More news straight ahead.
Get old. Old National Bank, that is. Old National Bank has the experience and service you need to buy a home, make investments, even online and mobile banking. Old National Bank is in the borough on Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Boulevard.
Old National Bank at 2230 Dr. MLK Jr. Boulevard, which used to be Mercury Boulevard.
Visit us and enjoy warm, homemade cookies at Old National Bank.
Old National Bank, equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Talk with the police chief, the mayor, and other local leaders about issues that concern you.
The Action Line with Bart Walker, weekdays at 8:10 on WGNS.
I happened to glance up, and the clear sky was gone.
Coast to coast, all night, every night.
All I could see was something round and black.
On WGNS, AM, FM, online.
Access Tennessee News, I'm Will Dudley. Add Knoxville to the list of Tennessee cities investigating concerning flyers appearing to display a message from the KKK. Knoxville police say 2 different versions of the flyers have been spread through neighborhoods. Police say the documents have similar wording to those discovered in Chattanooga, Sweetwater, and Lenore City. Police say they are engaging the FBI's Joint Terrorism Task Force and state investigators to help determine the origin of the flyers. Arrests have not been reported, but vehicle descriptions have been provided to police in some of the areas. Fayette Academy in Summerville, Tennessee describes a, quote, staggering number of illnesses among faculty, staff, and students. A similar situation is disrupting operations for several districts around the state. Hardin and McNairy County schools are closed today due to illness. For other districts, it means extra precautions during the day, like added sanitation stations and increased cleaning programs for school facilities. Officials say seasonal flu appears to be the most reported illness. More news in 30 seconds.
Ascension St. Thomas Heart is the leader in Middle Tennessee for heart care, providing the most advanced options, including heart surgery and transplants. Our nationally recognized cardiac team cares for more adult hearts than anyone in the state, from AFib to heart failure, using minimally invasive options when possible to help shorten recovery, making Ascension St. Thomas Heart your first choice for routine heart care and cardiac emergencies. Schedule a heart screening or find a cardiologist at ascension.org/St. Thomas Heart.
A taste of warmer weather is on the way this weekend, but not before some heavy rain moves through. Forecasters say rain Thursday and Friday could be heavy at times for portions of West and Middle Tennessee. Stay tuned to this station for detailed local forecasts and weather impacts. Will Dudley, Access Tennessee News.
Looking for great deals on name brand clothing, furniture, and more? Visit the Garden Patch Thrift Shop on Spring Street across from the tall downtown NHC building in Murfreesboro. Our competitive prices and quality selection make it easy to find exactly what you need. And here's the best part, 100% of your purchase supports Greenhouse Ministries, helping over 70 families a day. When you shop at the Garden Patch, you're not just getting a deal, you're making a difference. The Garden Patch Thrift Shop on Spring Street in Murfreesboro.
This is Good Neighbor Events with Bart Walker. Brought to you by AmeriCare Pest Control and the law offices of John Day.
I've got pests, bees, buzzing, rodents running all through my house. Ants chewing wood, and look, there's a mouse. I'm overrun with pests, but you're gonna be sure, safe and secure. It's the last rites for those pests. Call the best of the best to get rid of your pests.
893-7111. AmeriCare Services Incorporated. Call us today. 893-7111.
WGNS encourages you to shop local. Patronize those mom and pop businesses. Put this on your calendar. The MTSU Groundhog's Day Luncheon is this Friday. That's right, January the 31st. The doors open at 11 o'clock Friday morning, and the 52nd annual Groundhog Day Lunch is served at 11:30. It's all in the MTSU Student Union Ballroom. Again, the MTSU Groundhog Day Luncheon is this Friday. Also this coming weekend, Alice by Heart, the Art Center of Cannon County in neighboring Woodbury. And the Red Cross is still critically low on blood. Phone them and make an appointment to give blood at a time that fits your schedule. Phone 800-RED-CROSS. Hey, listen, this Saturday, the Polar Bear Plunge at SportsCom. You get to dive into the outdoor pool at SportsCom. The plunge is at 11 o'clock, but the fun begins at 8 o'clock Saturday morning, right there in the gym at SportsCom. Don't miss the Polar Bear Plunge. Those are WGNS Good Neighbor events.
When you turn to Turner Security, powered by TechCore, you can leave your security issues at the door. Where can you turn when you need a friend to put your fears to rest? Turn to the best when you turn to Turner Security, powered by TechCore. You can leave your security issues at the door. Turn to Turner Security.
This is CBS Rewind. January 30th, 1956. Elvis recorded a cover of the Carl Perkins song in New York. January 30th, 1969. The Beatles in their last public performance on the roof of Apple Studios. They filmed it for the movie Let It Be.
I'd like to say thank you on behalf of the group and ourselves, and I hope we pass the audition.
January 30th, 1973. Kiss performed its first show in New York. I'm Brandon Brooks, and that's Rewind.
And now, a Progressive ad brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Drivers who switch to Progressive could save big with Progressive. This has been a Progressive ad from Progressive. See if you could save at 1-800-PROGRESSIVE or Progressive.com.
Join me, Speedy, Adler, and Greg for The Rick Burgess Show on WGNS.
The Rick Burgess Show, weekdays 11 to 2 on News Radio WGNS. We're News Radio WGNS, 100.5, 101.9, 1450. Online and on your phone at wgnsradio.com. Rutherford Issues with Brian Barrett on FM 101.9 and AM 1450 Murfreesboro, FM 100.5 Smyrna. Listen and watch at wgnsradio.com.
Rutherford Issues is powered by Middle Tennessee Electric. Take charge of your account management and energy consumption with the MyMTE app. Just download from the App Store. Manage your account, enhance your energy habits, and more. MTE, serving to make life better since 1936. We are talking today about Big Brothers, Big Sisters of Middle Tennessee. And joining us today is the Community Engagement Coordinator, Paige Hardy Brown. Good morning, Paige. How are you? I still have you muted there for some reason. I apologize for that. Or maybe I have the wrong sound going here. So let me make a bit of a change to our sound, and we'll do it here on the fly. It's always fun here on the radio. All right. Can you hear me? Yeah. We can. I can see you talking, but that's the fun of live radio sometimes. And it looks like you're unmuted there. So I tell you what. Let me get into a commercial break, and we'll figure this out here. So stay with us here on News Radio WGNS.
Huda Beauty recently launched a new cheek color, and despite the brand launching something new every other day, come on, guys, take a beat. I think I really like this. It's called Blush Filter Ube Cream. I'm partial to the shade Peach Sorbet. It reminds me that spring is around the corner, and soon the sorbet and the ice cream and the tequila will flow under the sunshine. Yeah. Anyway, I tried the shade out on my olive skin toned neighbor, my pale skin toned podiatrist, and my dark skin toned dermatologist. And guess what? It looked good on all of them. It doesn't claim to be long wearing, yet somehow it kept me looking pickup ready and seductively glowy in a hot yoga class. And it's got a cute container. It fits in the palm of your hand. It's $23, and I'm okay with that. The brand also released a new lip gloss called Faux Filler. It started out as a love connection, but turned into a love gone wrong fast. Uneven wear, chalkiness. Save your money. Stay away. I'm Ingrid Belkaid for the Beauty Mark.
Hi, I'm Wade Hayes, owner of Toots Good Food and Fun. I strongly believe that volunteers make a positive difference in the quality of life here in our community.
Retired Naval Officer Phil Barnett is our Toots volunteer. He is really involved with both Read to Succeed as well as the Sheriff's Senior Citizens Awareness Network. Phil serves on Read to Succeed's board and does everything imaginable with the Senior Citizens Awareness Group. In addition, Phil is very active in Rotary and numerous other local nonprofits. Thank you, Phil Barnett.
At Toots, we strongly believe that it's important for every one of our citizens to give some of their time and talent back into the community. And we want to honor these individuals with a Toots gift certificate good at any of our Rutherford County locations. 860 Northwest Broad Street, on Church Street in the Barfield area, in Smyrna on Sam Ridley, and Toots West on Franklin Road at Rucker Lane.
All right, well, at least we have one additional way to bring in Paige Hardy-Brown with Big Brothers Big Sisters of Middle Tennessee, the Community Engagement Coordinator. Paige, hello there. Thanks.
Hey, how are you? I'm glad to use this retro radio technology.
Yeah, isn't that the truth? Sometimes you have to go with what brought you to the dance, right? So tell me a little bit about the work of Big Brothers Big Sisters here in Middle Tennessee.
So we are a one-to-one mentorship organization, and our goal is that all kids achieve their full potential. And we do that by pairing them with a completely supported mentor from their community. So we've been in Nashville for 55 years, and we serve 8 counties in Middle Tennessee.
Awesome. So Rutherford County being a part of that. And when I went to your website, mentorakid.org, I could not miss the big banner ad that popped up there or mention that January is National Mentorship Month.
Yes, and you're catching us just at the tail end, so now's the time to celebrate. And what we know is that right now in Middle Tennessee, 1 in 3 kids does not have that supportive adult that they feel like they can go to outside of their parent. So our big initiative for National Mentorship Month is both thanking our mentors who are currently serving and then recruiting mentors as well. There's a lot of really great flexible options that I hope to tell you about today.
Well, Big Brothers Big Sisters has always had lots of great opportunities, and in person, virtual, all kinds of really different ways that you can help mentor kids. So why don't you share some of those with us?
So we have 6 different programs available. The most common is our community-based program, and that is going to be 2 times a month. You will go and pick up your little brother or little sister and do something in the community. We provide a ton of activities, and we also provide free opportunities like going to a Nashville Predators game or going to the Country Music Hall of Fame. We have our Sports Buddies program, which is 2 Saturdays a month. We plan all the activities. You just show up. We do things like rock climbing. We go watch and participate in sports. Right now, we're really recruiting for our e-mentoring program. Super flexible option. I am a big in our e-mentoring program, so I'm a little bit biased. You'll be paired with a junior in high school for 2 years. It's predominantly virtual, so you can mentor on your lunch break or when you're waiting for that movie to start in the theater and sitting through ads. And you'll go a couple times a year in person to meet with your little. You can go more frequently if you'd like. We also have our site-based program, which is for our younger kids, and that's where you can go to a local school or after-school program, do board games, help with homework, and then our college program, which is with our first-year college students at TSU and Nashville State. So if you're willing to make the drive a couple of times a year, it's definitely worth it. But yeah, we have 6 different program options, and we pair each of our kids with their mentors very intentionally based on their interests, based on the mentor's interests, and we're really proud of the matches that we make every year.
Sure. And, you know, this is Big Brothers Big Sisters has been around for quite some time here in Middle Tennessee. Do you know off the top of your head how long you've been doing this?
So 55 years in Middle Tennessee. We've been around 120 years nationally.
Wow.
We serve about 700 kids annually, and we're hoping to keep growing and keep increasing those numbers.
Well, that is awesome. So over a half a century here working in Middle Tennessee. Paige Hardy-Brown is with us, the Community Engagement Coordinator with Big Brothers Big Sisters, and talking about National Mentorship Month being January. And yes, we did get in on the tail end of it, but that doesn't mean that we can't make the rest of 2025 maybe an opportunity for someone out there to mentorship. So, Paige, tell me, with your mentors, how much time, and I think that maybe some people don't like to jump into things that, well, they don't know how much time they need to dedicate to it, and, you know, is it a moving target and that kind of thing. So maybe kind of give us some of those details.
Yeah, so that's a very common question we get. If you are hesitant to fully jump in, we do have one-time volunteer opportunities. Micro mentorship, we call them. That's where you can go and be a mentor for a day. But for most of our programs, they're going to be anywhere between a 6-month to 2-year commitment. And it'll be typically about 4 hours a month. So that, for the most part, is going to be 2 Saturdays a month or 2 days a month if you're choosing. Our e-mentoring program really is about 20 minutes a week of texting or doing video calls. So we say if you have enough time to watch a football game once a week, you do have enough time to be a mentor. And what we find is that the number one concern from our mentors when they come in and try to sign up is they're worried about the time commitment. And the vast majority of our mentors say that it doesn't feel like a chore or like volunteering. It feels like hanging out with a friend. And that's really the goal. This is not supposed to be work. This
Right.
is a fun opportunity for both you and the youth you're mentoring. And it's cheesy to say, majority of our mentors say that they feel like they're getting more out of it than the kids, which is always good to hear as a volunteer recruiter. So yeah, it definitely is a time commitment, but with the flexibility of our options, whether you're somebody who has good schedules on weekends or after work, or you want to be that mentor on your lunch break, we have that opportunity. That's the best fit for you.
It's really interesting that I think the best thing to do is just contact and see, and hear what the opportunities are, and then just kind of find out if that's going to be a right fit for you, and ask questions, ask these questions like, where, how much time, is there travel involved? And you're going to have an answer for everything, I think.
Yes, and if you go onto our website, mentorakid.org, you can click the button to become a BIG. You're not signing a contract. You're just saying that you're interested, and my coworker, Alejandra, will call you and talk through your specific situation. I could give each program that would work for each type of person, but really finding that good fit for you and answering every type of question under the sun. She's very, very good at her job. So definitely, if you have even any degree of interest right now, between now and the end of February, if you sign up to become a BIG, or if you refer somebody to become a BIG, so if you have somebody in your life you think would make a good mentor, you are entered into a raffle to win a full year of Whataburger. So really, there's no downside to signing up at this point. You can drop out if the answers to our questions don't satisfy you, or if you're going through something in your life, and we're happy to figure out what's going to be the best fit for you.
So we're talking about Big Brothers Big Sisters of Middle Tennessee online, mentorakid.org, and Paige Hardy-Brown is joining us, the community engagement coordinator. So maybe someone is thinking, I really don't know if I've got a good idea of activities to do and things to be involved with. I mean, I'm sure you all are full of suggestions, and maybe if you find out, for instance, that your little is, into planes, you find something that interests him. Would that be about right?
Yeah, so we first in our interview process, we interview both our littles and our bigs and ask them what sort of activities they're interested in. So if you're somebody who is really athletic and you want to play soccer every Saturday with your little, we're not going to pair you with a little brother who wants to sit inside and play video games. We're trying to make the best fit for you. So we help plan activities. We do have free activities, usually about twice a month. We'll host a candle making class or rock climbing or ice skating. We went to the curling rink last weekend, which you and your little are welcome to join. But we have matches who do something as simple as, we had a match who went to Starbucks every single week and tried a different latte on the menu and made scrapbooks about their favorites, almost like a physical Yelp review. Wow. We had a match that went and built the Lego Death Star over the course of a couple months. And worked on that together. We've also had matches who just help, run errands with their kiddos. They'll run to the grocery store or run to, those different activities. And we really make sure that whatever your interests are, we try to align you with a little who's in the same interests. And we don't expect you to spend a ton of money. We don't expect you to be the most creative person in the world. You just have to be willing to try something new.
Well, in our last minute or so that we have here, we know that the impact can be great. Maybe give us a quick success story.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. It's so hard to pick from. We have so many great kids, and what we've seen is that our kids, typically 90%, will rate that they have better self-confidence. They have better, grips on their mental health. They're more confident in themselves to try out for that soccer team role, and they're more likely to graduate high school. But I think about one of the stories that really comes to mind is in our e-mentoring program. We had a little brother named Diego who was the first class of our e-mentoring in 2019. And his big brother really helped him find college opportunities when it looked like college was not going to be an option for him, helped him apply through that process and really encouraged him to do his best. He is now very successful in his job and has become an e-mentor himself. So he is now mentoring in the same program that he was a mentee in. And we see a ton of success stories like that. So if you're hearing this and you yourself were a little brother or little sister when you were in elementary and middle school, we've been around for 55 years, so there's a pretty good chance. We would love to have you back. You're kind of our target great option for a big brother or big sister. And we've seen so many great success stories, and we would love to hear how, your mentor, whether it was through Big Brothers, Big Sisters or not, has impacted you either on our Instagram, on our LinkedIn, or on our Facebook. We are Mentor a Kid on all of those platforms.
Very good. Easy ways to get connected and, really think hard about this and call, text, any of the many ways of communicating ask good questions, and hopefully you can be the one that makes a difference. I understand you've got a waiting list just here in Middle Tennessee of over 100, so we really need mentors.
Yeah, we have, especially our young men, tend to wait about over a year to get a match. Our young women wait typically 2 to 3 months. And we have kids who have been on the wait list for over 2 years. The number one question that we ask our littles is, on a scale of 1 to 10, how much do you want a big brother or big sister? And, 90% of them are saying 9, 10, 11. So they're waiting, they're ready, and they're excited to meet you.
Well, good to talk with you today, Paige, and thanks for hanging in through our technical issues here. And we will be glad to share news about Big Brothers, Big Sisters anytime.
Thank you so much. Have a great rest of your day.
Absolutely, you too. Joining us today from Big Brothers Big Sisters is the Community Engagement Coordinator, Paige Hardy-Brown. Don't forget, if you missed part of the interview, we'll have the podcast. It will be up shortly at wgnsradio.com. Have a great day, everyone.
Greetings, friends. This is Lenny Farmer with the Jennings & Ayers Funeral Home in Murfreesboro. If you ever had to deal with the final arrangements of a loved one, funerals are both emotional and financial. You can easily be drained both ways when you least expect it. I can help you in both of these areas by showing you the positive side of pre-arranging. Locking in your cost for the rest of your life will truly relieve some emotional stress at that time. Call me, won't you, at 615-893-2422. Let's talk.
It's now time to take a look at today's death notices. With the latest updates, here is WGNS's Steve Thornton.
Ruby Sims Todd, age 87, of Murfreesboro, passed away peacefully Sunday afternoon, January 26th, at her home. Mrs. Todd was born in Sparta, Tennessee, to the late Thomas Franklin and Emma Jean Goodwin Sims. Survived by her husband of over 62 years, John Todd, daughter Kim Todd Fisher of Murfreesboro, son Mike Todd and his wife Margaret of Murfreesboro, grandchildren, and other family members. A celebration of life will take place at 2 o'clock the afternoon of Thursday. That'll be today, January the 30th, at Rose Lawn Funeral Home, with burial to follow in Rose Lawn Memorial Gardens. These are the arrangements today for Ruby Sims Todd, age 87. Jackie Wayne Jones, age 63, passed away at his residence on January 27th, a lifelong resident of Rutherford County. Jackie was preceded in death by his parents, Hoyt Wayne Jones and Mary Frances Robinson Jones, sister Patricia Jones, and brother Mark. He is survived by his wife, Patricia Eileen Jones, son Josh Wayne Jones, grandson Joe, brothers Michael, Chris Jones, and stepmother Tony Jones. Visitation will be 12 p.m. until 2 p.m. Chapel service on Saturday, February the 1st at Jennings & Ayers Funeral Home for Mr. Jackie Wayne Jones, age 63. I'm Steve Thornton.
Murfreesboro Funeral Home and Cremation Services. Staff members are caring and understand that each family is unique.
We ask them the questions. Is there going to be a burial, going to be a cremation?
Keith Stapleton, manager of the Murfreesboro Funeral Home, off of South Church Street.
Mr. Joseph Cleveland Floyd, age 64, of Bellwood community of Lebanon, passed away Saturday, January 25th, surrounded by his devoted family. He was born May the 10th, 1960 in Bridgeport, Alabama.